Hi everyone, here's a quick update on where things stand this afternoon. So starting with the US dollar, the Fed is still playing it cautious, while recent price pressures, mostly driven by tariffs, are pushing inflation higher. The general view is that these are one-off shocks. But still, Chair Powell has made it clear the Fed wants to make sure that temporary price increases don't turn into something more persistent. So, with no more major new data since Powell's last remarks, the upcoming FOMC meeting is expected to be relatively quiet, which is no policy changes, no dot plot updates, just a continued message of patience. We still see the first rate cut coming in September, with slow and steady rate continuing through to mid-2026. But if downside risks grow, the Fed could move sooner and faster than expected. So moving on to oil, WTI remains under pressure as OPEC takes a more aggressive stance on production. Their decision to ramp up output earlier than expected has shifted the market balance. We initially thought Q2 would be steady, maybe even a slight shortage in Q3. But now it looks like we'll be in surplus for most of 2025. This shift is already being priced in. The Brent futures curve is showing more months in contango, meaning spot prices are now expected to stay lower for longer. Even with all this, Brent is holding just below 60. So the big question now is how much more supply will actually hit the market in the coming weeks. And finally, gold. Gold prices are holding strong above 3,300 an ounce. Despite some chatter that the rally might be overdone, investors are still finding value, especially in gold mining stocks. These companies are generating solid cash flow, paying dividends, and many are even buying back shares thanks to the strong margins. Looking ahead, the broader picture remains supportive. A weaker dollar, expected Fed rate cuts, and growing gold reserves among central banks, particularly in Asia, are helping to keep the sentiment bullish. We continue to see gold staying well supported above the 3,000 level. So that's all for today's afternoon review. Trade safe, and I will see you in the next update.